Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This time I want to pour with glitter and I want also to make a sort of crackle and web effect. But I'm starting with my glitter mix and I use the Diamond Teal and the Fantasy Pewter from Laura's Art Corner. I mixed it into my Ultracast resin. The Ultracast is a medium viscosity resin and now I'm just pouring the glitter mix into my mold. I just love to combine glitters and yeah, I just wonder how these two match to each other, but I'm quite positive. The mold I'm using here is the L-size trinket tray mold from Molds and Shapes. I link, of course, Molds and Shapes. I link Etta Art into my description box, and there are the promo codes just if you're interested. Check it out because my next pigments, they are all from Etta Art. But let me just take my resin, my clear resin, before I just take a little bit dust out of my mold. It's always falling something into the mold because when you have a cat, you know, you have the cat hair all over. And now I'm just filling up my mold, just the bottom bit, and I just let it run till the end, till everything is covered. And I also pushed a little bit out my glitter so it can maybe move a little bit to the center. But now I'm just taking my pigments, and this is the Malachit, the first color I showed you. The second color here is the Smoky Gray. Both are micas from Etta Art. So I'm just starting pouring with the Smoky Gray. It's a silver gray tone and I really love this. And I thought this green Malachit and a gray would really look good with each other. So I'm just pouring along the edge, you see, my gray, and then I'm taking my Malachit. It's a beautiful color, look at this. And yeah, there was a smoky gray. And I'm just taking this color and I'm pouring it next. I think I poured next to my gray. Yes, I did. Sometimes when you, even though it's only like 3 or 4 days ago I poured this, you really need to think when you do the voiceover, but I'm glad I remembered. So these are my two colors with the mica, and then I'm just taking my clear resin again and I'm filling up my mold almost to the rim. So it's already quite full. I think my first layer was a little bit too much, but it doesn't matter. I still have a little bit of space because now I'm taking gray pigment paste, but before I just get a hair out of my resin. And now I'm showing you the gray pigment paste. It's a very light gray. And I'm using this to pour on top of my mica. The pigment paste really helps the resin to make a wonderful pattern. I mean, also mica is doing this when you use the mica powder, but I find it when you use pigment paste, it moves even better and your striations are for the web effect more defined, or how to say this. And now I just poured my pigment paste, and now I'm just pouring a little bit more because I really want my resin to pull to the center. I want the center to be closed up, and that's why I'm using quite a lot. I think the more you have, the better the chance that your mold is completely closing towards the center. So, and that's basically my pour. I'm just taking the heat gun and activating a little bit my resin. Just very careful. I never overdo it with the heat gun. I used to do it in the past when I started with resin, but really less is more. And now you can see how the resin is moving. I made a little time lapse. So yeah, it's really taking its time, the resin. I used the heat gun a little bit again, just to give it a little bit more of a push. But now you see it's really starting to close up. And then I needed to stop because I needed my phone. And that's the reason I couldn't show you the whole process. But here's the close-up, and you can see it's almost closed. But I moved a tiny bit my mold, and I could see that it's still moving. So I was quite positive it would be closed at the end. But look at these striations, look at the colors. I really love it. I really love when the resin is doing a pattern like this on top. And I'm very positive for a good result. So, and this is the next day. I think it's 20 hours later. I was so curious, so I couldn't wait the whole 24 hours. It's still a tiny teensy bit bendy, but not very much. But it's a huge tray. It's 30 centimeter long. So, of course, it's still a little bit, yeah. But, yeah, I have a little bit struggles. It's a big mold, so I just took it out and look at this. And the funny thing, you will see it in a second, it's like the glitter divided a little bit because the grayish of the pewter is more separated. But look at the web effect and look at the crackle effect. And I love these effects so much about resin. And yeah. And this is the final result, and you can really see the colors. Sorry about the light. And what I find a little bit a pity that the gray pigment paste looks white. It really looks light gray when you see it for real. But look at the effects. I'm really very happy about it. And yeah, look at the glitter mix. I think this is a beautiful trinket tray. And with this, I love and leave you. Thank you for watching. And take care, guys. Bye-bye.